Hey guys, Countess here, and I'm back with another tarot reading for you guys. I wanted to keep the ball rolling as far as talking to Paul through the Beatles tarot deck that I have. And so I sat down at the table and I threw in a little extra twist with this tarot reading. And as always, the cards did not disappoint. I asked Paul what he thinks about the PID research and or community in general. If he's satisfied with what has been coming out or, what he thinks about it all. So, like I said, the cards did not disappoint. And so if you are interested in checking it out, I will see you on the other side. All right, guys, welcome back to the table. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to run my Necrometer app for this reading. And basically, this is just a spirit box app. Supposedly, spirits are able to communicate through this app, and I do turn it on at random times and random places, and I have gotten some interesting information from the app, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and we'll just see what happens as we do this reading. 6, guys. We're starting off with the number 6. All right, Paul. We want to know if you want to talk to us again through the cards. Sure hope you do. You can talk through the cards or talk through the Necrometer. Whatever you'd like to do. We're starting this reading off with the number 6 on the spirit box. How appropriate and creepy. All right, Paul. We want to know, what do you think about the PID research that has been done thus far, regarding you and your band and, Billy taking over for you. We got REM pod. We got confirmation last week from you, which thank you very much, that you are not happy. You're very unhappy being attached to William still. If you are still even attached. I was even thinking, that main strong, feeling of disconnection could have been that he is disconnected from William, and he's not happy that William is still cashing in on his name and whatnot. So we just want to know, Paul. We're very curious. This is a conversation myself and Kat had not too long ago about possibly wanting just to see what Paul, John, and George think about the research that's been going on. And so I thought that I would just sit down and see what happens. Male evil. All right, Paul. So what do you think about the Paul is Dead community? Research. What do you think about the research thus far? Are truths actually being revealed to us, or is it just more muddy, blurry lines of, misinformation to keep us off track? What do you think about all of this research? All right. Just about ready, guys. Oops. These cards are just so big. It's hard. It's hard for me to get a grip on them. All right, Paul. One more hand shuffle for each. What do you think of all the PID research going on? Are truths being revealed, or is it trickery? If you can tell us, we would appreciate it. So this thing is, these cards are big. This thing's not going to fit, so I'll just keep it sideways like this. Hierophant reverse, starting off, guys. The Hierophant in reverse. Fantastic. The Two of Pentacles. Paul. The Four of Wands in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Paul, right there. Wow, guys. So in this first row, 2 cards show young Paul McCartney. Very, very interesting. And you know that Hierophant in reverse is not good news to have. Oh, we have Death in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Seven of Swords in reverse. And the World. Wow. There is a lot of major arcana energy going on in this spread. Let's take a quick scan to see any numerology. No, but very, very significant cards. Okay, so the Hierophant in reverse, guys. In these past readings that I've done for the Beatles and Billy and just anything pertaining to this topic, the Hierophant in reverse has been a sign of, you know, black magic. This can even represent a corrupt institution of some sort, a hierarchical institution where the Hierophant is at the top. In reverse, it's showing going against the rules, doing your own thing, rebellion. In reverse, it is not a positive card. And it's interesting with the Two of Pennies next to it, because the Two of Pennies, Two of Pentacles, is a card that represents sort of the fine balance between personal life and career. You know, it's walking the line of finding that balance. You're trying to juggle things and not always successful at it. Interesting. So the Four of Wands in reverse next to the Two of Pentacles. Four of Wands card upright is all about family and the familial bond. It can represent harmony amongst people, amongst 4 people. In reverse, this is showing, especially with the Hierophant in reverse, that there is a major fracture in this unit. You know, the unit of family, the unit of harmony. The Hierophant in reverse, if he was upright, would signal that, you know, that unity will inevitably come. But in reverse, there's like no hope. And especially with the King of Pentacles in reverse right next to it. You know, these 2 gentlemen archetypes in reverse are not good. You know, on one hand, we have a sort of corrupt and rebellious head of an establishment. And in this guy, we have a insecure, financially unstable, you know, just very crippling, very greedy person. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see how the other cards correlate to this, because this row is quite interesting. Death in reverse. Okay, so Death in reverse shows a strong resistance to change in your life. You are just resisting any kind of change. Change that's coming from a corrupt institution. change that's coming from breaking the rules, perhaps. You're just not open to it. You're not a family. You're wow, getting a lot of words coming through right now. It's a resistance to that natural cycle of something dying so something new can start. You're stuck there. You don't want it to happen. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Again, a very karmic card that is showing luck has flipped upside down and you are no longer receiving that luck. Perhaps because the balance between personal and professional cannot be managed properly. Your karma is suffering because of that. So resistance to change, and that is causing this sort of misfortune. Okay, I'm going to try to put all this into context with how he feels about the PID research, but I'm just trying to walk through the meanings of the cards first. So 7 of Swords in reverse, guys. This is the secret card. Secrets and lies. It's flipped in reverse. So that tells me that secrets and lies are being revealed. Secrets and lies about this fractured group are being revealed to the world. You know, like literally I see this as the world is gonna find out what an insecure, greedy person the King of Pentacles really is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So from this first here, guys, I can deduce that, Paul definitely did not want this to happen in the first place. There was a major fracture in the band when the King of Pentacles came along. The Beatles were also very resistant to changing when Billy came on the scene. Paul, overall, especially because we have the 7 of Swords in reverse, yes, I think he believes that truths are being shared and revealed. Truths about this corrupt institution, this incohesiveness, to the world. All right, we have the Queen of Wands. Undelivered. The King of Cups, another king. Then we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay. We have the Empress under the Queen of Wands. The Lovers and the number 6. The Page of Swords in reverse. Very, very interesting cards. Okay, so Queen of Wands, she is a fireball, basically. The wands are that sort of drive of the creative spirit, just the juices are flowing with this one. She knows, she's basically is like an inspiration. I'm not sure who this female archetype is supposed to represent. I find it interesting, though, that the Empress is right under her. So, I'm wondering if this is like interesting. Hold on, guys. I'm starting to kind of see something here that I'm just trying to work out in my head. Okay. Because we have the King of Cups next to the Queen of Wands. These two are very simpatico, I guess you could say. He is very empathetic, loving, generous, open with his emotions, and she is very open to receive that. It's the water and fire energy. Very, very interesting. Correct. Well, thank you. And that's what makes me, this card here is showing that water and fire element too, with Paul holding Venus in his hands. So, with the Five of Cups in reverse is showing that there is a sort of wanting, a longing to be rid of negativity. You know, when it's upright, you're trying to walk away from turning your back on the negativity. You're trying to move on to greener pastures, I guess. And with it being in reverse, though, pardon me, with it being in reverse, though, it tells us that there's no, this is like a confrontation of emotions, almost. Perhaps about these two. And very interesting. If okay, let's just go down here though first, because we have the Lovers, and then we have these two. The Empress represents motherhood, abundance from the universe, fertility, something new, you know, coming forth into the world in abundance, basically. It is the very, very maternal card. Under the Queen of Wands, she commands this Empress energy. Who are you, Queen of Wands? Interesting. I mean, and, you know, thinking about the question at hand, what does Paul think about all of this PID research? I'm getting my intuitive response to that with these cards is that generally he's impressed by the creativeness, you know, the creativity, the ideas that people have put forth, and how emotionally attached people are to this entire situation. 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. And, you know, the Empress, there's an abundance of vulnerability and truth. You know, the Lovers represents, yes, a romantic partnership, but it can also represent truth, vulnerability. You know, they are naked and unashamed in front of each other, sharing their truth with the world, unashamed. You know, but it's very hard to do that because the Page of Swords in reverse is right next to it. This creates a major roadblock. You cannot confront your, you know, issues or your emotions because there's no clarity to execute said response to all of that. So I'm just seeing that, yes, a lot of information has come forward, a lot of truths, a lot of vulnerability shared about, you know, this information in the PID world. But not all of it has been coming out, and there is a resistance for it to come out. So again, it kind of reminds me of the I Am a Phony reading that I did. You know, certain truths are being revealed while others are still hidden. There's the Ten of Cups. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Well, that's interesting. Stuart being the Hanged Man. That is very interesting. Yes.
Supernatural.
Yes, supernatural. Four of Swords reversed. The Queen of Cups reversed. Ooh, so we actually got the King of Cups. They are not on the same page though, because she's in reverse. Super apathy on display. Yeah, so this is just very interesting though. It's like The Ten of Cups represents emotional fulfillment, emotional completion, like you're at the end of working through your stuff. You know, the Hanged Man in reverse can signal egotism. It can signal, you know, you're very narrow-minded. You're not looking at the broader picture. You're not willing to see things from a different point of view. That ties into this Death in reverse card. To me personally, that's what these two are highly connected. There is a resistance. And I don't know if that means the resistance to accept information that's coming through, or I don't know what that resistance is, but ego is attached to this PID research. That's what I'm seeing here. The Four of Cups in reverse. So the Four of Swords in reverse is showing again, inability to, it's usually like a convalescing type of card when it's upright. This is more like you're ready to go be more interactive with society. I don't know, these are very strange cards. The Queen of Cups in reverse, again, like I said, is showing somebody who is just apathetic, who doesn't care.
9.
Oh my God.
Wrong.
9. We started with 6. We got 9. 6 and 9. Paul and Billy. What a trip. So I'm wondering, like, who these archetypes are, standing for, because we have quite a few. We have 2 kings and 2 queens on the table. We have the Empress, the Hierophant. There is, what I see here, guys, and I'll draw the final card. I see, yes, an overall sort of satisfaction with the research in the PID world. However, because we're trying to expose this corruption, right? But there is a lot of ego attached to the research. Every researcher has their own way of doing things. It's their way is the best, and that creates a sort of shutdown and apathy and not really giving a shit what the other researchers have to say. That is what these cards are telling me. And let's pull the last card and see what it says. So, not so. So maybe I'm way off. But we have the Three of Wands to end on. And again, the Three of Wands is a card, you're embarking on a journey of sorts, a discovery. And I'm not exactly sure. I find the numerology in this interesting, though, because we got 6, 9, and 3. Just showing up, in succession. And those are the 3 numbers that, Tesla said, you could unlock the secrets of the universe if you truly knew the power that 3, 6, and 9 held. So, and just the fact that we started with the number 6 on here, and then we got the number 9, that's also very eerie to me. We started with Billy, we're ending on McCartney. And overall, yes, truths are coming out. There is an abundance of information. However, people are resisting being open to one another. And that is not good. We all need to come together. And, we may not agree with each other on our findings, but that doesn't mean we can't respect each other. You know what I mean? That is what these cards are telling me, guys. Please let me know, as always, if you guys see anything that I might have missed here. The necrometer was kind of fun to run. You know, like I said, not many words that correlate to things come through, but sometimes it's a little eerie because it is very random. All right, guys, that is all I have for this reading. So that's it, guys. Until my next video, I hope you all take care of yourselves. And that's it. Bye, guys.